Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading video. In this one we're going to be doing a stock analysis on JMIA. This was asked in the comments, comment on screen now. So let's get straight into it. Firstly as well, if you were looking to do this as an investment, it doesn't look like a great investment, just because IPO'd, it went from a $25 IPO price all the way down to $2. Most likely not a solid company if it's doing that. However, just onto a more trading analysis. If we go to the daily chart, we can see off the bat there's no real gaps to be having a look for, so we don't need to be looking for any gap fills, and so instead we would be looking straight for standard deviation channels. So if we go onto JMIA, now onto a standard deviation chart, and we can start seeing where it is, you would be able to see that just a few days ago we were considered a low risk area of buying. And as soon as we came into this area, we have since kind of had a bounce off this area of around 20%. So obviously that would have provided a great trading opportunity. But where do we see it going now? So the next low risk good buy entry was, as we already hit this deviation, it would be the one below. And now that's the problem we're going to have with this stock. Looking at it as an analysis like this, is we would need to go down 5% or drop 75% in value just to come into a good buying area, at least of standard deviation. So obviously we can't really use it as a price target, so that doesn't help us. But if you are long now, we do have price targets around $30 and 46 on the high end, and even 42. Don't really see it heading towards that either. Maybe the $30 one, not the 42 or 46, at least not in the near future. So we're going to have to do some other analysis then to kind of find these good or relatively lower risk buy areas, and that would be, if you're maybe looking more to scalp, you could rebuy in at this kind of $18 down to $17 level. We will most likely get another bounce depending if we can kind of break above, I would say, this pivot of $25. If so, then this will be a most likely a lower risk buy entry than normal. One a bit further down would be this 1150, 1175 area, just because that's the kind of the biggest pullback it did before doing the massive pump, so most likely that will provide a bounce opportunity. And for a safe target, I would be looking for around 1450, just because it will go kind of into that low, but we would need price to come down and do the bounce before we could kind of give other price targets on, depending where price goes then. So really this stock is a bit hard to analyse because it's all just off one pump, and as it happened quite a long time ago, there's no deviations to really even trade off. So that's the problem you kind of got with this stock now. So really it's just bare bones, more just looking at support and resistance lines where we could kind of see a support area on the way down and where we could see resistance on the way up. And to me, really the only clear support area on the way down would be this 1126 or 1136, 1166, sorry. And the only one previous would have been kind of, this $20 down to around 16. But we've already done that bounce. So if you're in long now, I would have a price target of around $30. A bit ambitious, but it's where I'd probably look to cover in the final amount of the long. However, if you want to have maybe a bit of a safer play, around 2450 seems like a safer area to lock in profits. So I mean, that's really it to it. If we can come up to this $30 area, then we will most likely get a bounce if we come back down and retest the $16, $17 level. I mean, if so, you could try along on that. Otherwise, our only real buy entries would be 1175 and the $5 and the 450. I'm not going to really give any other price targets apart from those, because when I give my analysis, I'm only looking for really high probability trades, and they're the only ones that I could see being high probability, but not really a great chart to be trading. It's really, the move is dead, and it's probably just going to continue fading down and probably will eventually hit down to the $5, because again, if we go over to the since IPO date, because it hasn't been around for that long, You can see it IPO'd from $25 and kind of just came down to well, it lost 9% of its value down to $2. It will most likely retrace back to them because it doesn't seem like this company has any real strength. But that's it for the analysis. I hope that helps. Not a great analysis, I know, but it's really just my insight into the stock. So I hope that helps. Hope to see you in the next one, and that's it. Peace.